Good luck, because I sued them, and they shredded all the
What
paperwork.
was your suit over, for back pay?
On everything, merchandise, everything. Like I waited, and they said, we don't own this anymore. I wasn't going to sue them while I was hitting the ATM. The minute they became Universal Wrestling Corporation, I was like, oh, gravy train stopped. Time to cash in, and I sued them. They weren't going to do anything. They just act like it wasn't happening. All of a sudden, we got a court date, and they went, and Taylor was my attorney, God rest his soul. And Taylor said, yeah, we can't wait to go to trial and tell them that you guys basically shredded the financial paperwork from WCW.
So they couldn't produce any of the financials.
Much like the moon landing. There's no six or any.
Is that this episode? The great conspiracy theories of the world.
But Ron Howard was going to do
by Truman Capote.
Ron Howard was going to do a documentary on the Apollo thing, and he went to NASA, and they didn't have any. They had nothing to show him. Like, we got nothing. We don't know how we don't know how mathematically anything how we got to the moon.
We know we've been to the moon since, right? The hell. So this is
I haven't.
So all this. The next SpaceX launch down by you. Maybe you can jump on.
It took off today. There was finally the manned Malaysian flight 325 took off from Florida today.
Eric Bischoff had the most cogent statement I think it was Eric, in talking in this episode, when he said it was death by 1,000 cuts. And to try to attribute one incident would be makes for good sound bites and good entertainment.
But I mean, it's like anything else, you know.
Throwing out accusations. It's the talent.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by anything you saw? Other than how well Brad Siegel held up?
Heavens to Betsy. Who is that? The comedian. He came across kind of, oh my. No, not Don Rickles. He came across Rick.
I know who you're talking about, too, because I can hear the voice. And
he was just, yeah.
Did have the glasses.
Heavens to Betsy.
I'm gonna find it. Good. Were you surprised by anything on this episode?
No, because I was talking to the guys that were running the show. See, going forward, which I think is going to be the best part of this, is they actually come to you and they show your clip to say Bill. They show something I say to Goldberg. And I look on a computer, on a tablet, and watch Bill's rebuttal, and then I do a rebuttal to that.
Right.
Which is, I thought that was pretty. So I think that will be pretty interesting.
Okay.
At the same time, too, it's just it's anybody that's not over it.
Anyone that's
just not over the whole, like, anybody that holds a grudge to anybody I don't know. I'm just not that person.
Well, are they drumming? Are they putting on some of this passion as cares, really, all these years
I would
later?
hope. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think I could be more cavalier in this thing and then, yeah.
You did have a very chill type vibe for your segment.
They weren't paying me that much. I was stoned to the fucking bone.
You did just fine for that. So
I haven't been stoned on this show in ages.